Alright, here we go. Fuck is it? There we go. Alright, here. Oh, my neck. Hi, everyone. And welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. Corey Graves, here with Luna and with Wade Barrett. And then today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're gonna see, Black Adam fight Superman or Overman. Now, Corey Graves says, to my understanding, Black Adam is a follower of the 4-1 bonds of good, but he's not truly good and he's not truly evil. He's somewhere in between. You know? Well, I can tell you right now, Luna says, I don't know much about this Black Adam fellow, but he seems to be someone who likes to do sinful and unlawful things. And then he likes to say, well, I do what life is. I'm not good and I'm not evil. Well, the truth is, Luna said, Black Adam has probably done a lot more things in his life that one would call sinful and unlawful, Luna says. But who am I to doom on that? I'll tell you one thing right now, Wade Barrett said. I don't know much about Black Adam except he is some kind of, over good doer that somehow, went bad, Wade Barrett said, and started doing sinful and unlawful things. I know a lot of folks out there never want to say that an over good doer can be sinful, can sin, or, but I believe they can, Wade Barrett said. And the truth is, Black Adam, happens to show that standard. Hi everyone, it's me, Black Adam. And everyone scabes me, and they say, Black Adam, you're a sinner. You're an outlaw. Don't you know the things you said, and don't you know all those things that you did? And your first film was sinful and unlawful. Oh, you're an over good doer. You're not supposed to do things like that. Look, I never said that I was good, and I never said that I was evil. I do what life is. You got good and you got bad. And that's just the way it is. Dare call me a sinner and an outlaw. No one has a right to call me a sinner and an outlaw. Black Adam, let me tell you right now, Superman says, or Overman says. Do you know that the only man who was ever sinless in the whole life, in the whole yesteryear of the world, was Jesus, the Son of God? He was the only man who was unsinful. He was the only man that never did anything sinful, but died for the sins of all mankind and womankind. So God loved us so much, he was willing to have Jesus die for us, so we could have our stead in heaven through God and through Jesus. But we're still sinful, and we still make mistakes. And Black Adam, some of the things you did in your film would be right out sinful. Let's see what sins you may have been guilty of. Oh, thou shalt not kill. No, thou shalt not slayeth. Because as I know is, you helped one man, but you slain another. A lot of things you did, Black Adam, a lot of men and women could say that was sinful. But you see, you are a sinner. We're all sinners, sadly. We all make mistakes. And you could be held answerable for your sins and your misdeeds. So you to talk anyway, Superman or Overman. You're not sinless. You done things that were wrong. Yes, that's right. I am flawed. Me, a overgood doer. I'm still sinful. I'm still guilty of doing and saying things that were wrong. And God and Jesus gave me this might that I chose to fight for the greater good. And I still make mistakes. And I still sin and don't even know it. But at least I don't go around behaving as if I'm sinless, as if I'm not answerable for my sins and misdeeds like you, Black Adam. I've enough of you thinking you're so greater than me, huh? You have no right to doom me. You're right. I don't have the right to doom you. Only God and Jesus can truly doom you for what you've done is wrong. But I do have the right to bring you to right and have you seek guilty of your sins and misdeeds. But it's only God and Jesus that can truly doom you for what you've done. You know what? I say bring it on. Because I know that I am the true overgood doer. I never said that I was sinless. I never said that I never do the right thing or do the wrong thing. Yeah, Black Adam, you went around saying that you were sinless. You even told folks that. You see? And they say God and Jesus never make mistakes, right? Well, the only mistake was you, Black Adam. You see, God and Jesus gave you that might. And you were slated by Lucifer to work that might for evil. And so you see, I'm going to bring you to right. You understand? You need to be answerable for what you say and what you do. So, it looks like I might have to do it. Oh, isn't it? The whole mighty Overman. You know? Well, you know what? I'm one of the greatest of all the DC selves. You tell yourself that, Black Adam, but you give but you give the overgood doers a bad name. You give the team league, you give the right team of Vinland arm of the 4-1 Bonds of Good a bad name. So, you want to do this? Because you know I laid a smackdown on you. Oh, so now you think you're The Rock now. Yeah, you may have been played by Rocky Maivia or The Rock or Dwayne Johnson or whatever he wants to call himself these days. But you're not him. You want to fight? Because sadly, you know if we fight Black Adam, I'm going to end up beating you. So, but I like to talk it out first before I start fighting. Yeah, let's see if you're, Overman, let's see if you're faster than a steel horse. Let's see if you can leap over tall houses. Let's see if you can run. Let's see if you can run fast. Let's see if you can, block golden shot. Shit. Well, Astronomer says, I don't want to come out here and get between the bitching going on between Black Adam, don't call me The Rock or Rocky Maivia, and Kent Clark Superman or Overman here. You know, we got, stand up. We have one, stand up. We have one follower, the 4-1 Bonds of Good, and we got a follower of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil, who most likely you shifted and went to being a follower of the 4-1 bonds of evil. So here's what I'm going to do. Today, we're going to have the match between Superman or Overman fighting Black Adam here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And this match happens now. Ow! Son of a bitch. Wakefulness! Ow. And Ecliptor goes, I don't know why Wakefulness made Overman fall out of the ring and hit someone in the side of their foot. But that's what we're going to do here today. I want to see who's going to win between Superman or Overman or Black Adam. The suppose none good, none evil over good doer. But I know, Ecliptor says, that that's bullshit. Because you are either good or you're evil. You can't be neither. Well, guess what? I'm neither. Ugh. Well, we just heard from Astronema that we're going to see Black Adam fight, Superman or Overman here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And today just has not been a good day because our friend Wakefulness over here has been knocking folks over. We just saw Overman fall off the ring. We saw Black Adam get hit by Ecliptor and fall out of the ring, Corey Graves says. We just saw that happen. Corey Graves says. Well, we need to get the Fight Lord in the ring now. And we do. And now, I'll tell you one thing right now, Luna says. Superman, Overman, Kent Clark, whatever you want to call him. He has been... No one can ever say that he is flawless. He has made mistakes, Luna says. As a man, as an over-good doer. And at the end of the day, he only learns from everything he learns from everything he's ever done. Alright? He is one of the most onlooked, over good doers that we have ever had. He is one of the followers, of the right team of America, the right team of Vinland, armed the 4-1 bonds of good, Luna says. I'll tell you right now, Wade Barrett said, see, Superman or Overman doesn't have any room to speak of going around and saying that Black Adam should be answerable for his sinful, unlawful deeds. I mean, who does Superman or Kent Clark think he is? God? Jesus? Wade Barrett says. Oh! First off, Corey Graves says, Overman or Kent Clark has never said that he was God or Jesus. Alright? 2, it was God and Jesus who gave him that might. He chose to work that might to help others and fight for good. Where Black Adam had gotten the might from God and Jesus, but he chose to be slayed by Lucifer to work that might for evil, Corey Graves says. And Black Adam with a saga of close stakes on Overman, and right now Overman is not really living up to his name, Corey Graves says. Luna says Black Adam seems to think that it's alright for him, to go around and do sinful and unlawful things and then go around and do one good thing to make up for it. He likes to think that he's neither sinful or not. Either you are or you're not. You can't be both good and evil. You can't be one or the other. You got to be both, Luna says. And that's where I feel, that's why I scave, Black Adam, Luna says. You got that right, Luna. And Black Adam just gave Overman a might bomb, a might slam. And now Black Adam thinks he's gonna beat, Overman here. But Overman got him. Overman got him. And down! Overman just chokeslammed Black Adam. Corey Graves said 2 Warner Brother Discovery DC, selves. And Black Adam is in a bind right now. And Overman is going to beat Black Adam. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Superman, Kent Clark. Well, Superman has beat Kent Clark here today. Well, Superman has beat Black Adam here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And we do know that he's not going to be happy. He's most likely going to be bitching about, about someone or something. And the way that we look at that, and the way we look at it, is that he's most likely going to be irked that he lost to Superman or Overman or Kent Clark or whatever you want to call him. Corey Graves says, we know it's him. That's why he wears those glasses when he goes out. So folks won't look at him and say, boom, we know Kent Clark's Overman. Corey Graves says. But at the end of the day, Luna says, do you think this fight between Black Adam and Overman is over? Because I don't think it is, Luna says. Not at all. Well, to tell you the truth, Luna and Corey, I don't think it is over, Wade Barrett says. At all. I truly think that Superman or Overman, or whatever you want to call him, I truly think it is not over. But it's... Fuck! Come on, wakefulness. I don't truly think it's over at all. I don't think it's going to be over at all, Wade Barrett says. And I think Black Adam's going to get even with Superman or Kent Clark or Overman or whatever you want to call him, Wade Barrett says. All right, taking it away, we have Gene Okerlund with Black Adam. All right, Corey Graves, I'm going to be talking with Black Adam here today on Friday Night Smackdown after he lost his match to Superman or Kent Clark or Overman. All right, Black Adam, you lost your match to Superman or Kent Clark. How does that make you feel? It doesn't matter how it doesn't need how it makes me feel. See, Superman or Kent Clark or Overman, he thinks he's all great. He likes to go around and behave as if he's never did anything that was sinful and unlawful. First off, Black Adam, we all know that Superman has said and done things that were wrong. Even as an over-good doer, he's still manlike. He never said that he was sinless. But Black Adam, we've seen you say and do things in your first film that one would call sinful and unlawful. First off, Gene Okerlund, I don't care what anyone thinks about me. When Superman or Overman showed up at the end of my film and said, what you're doing is wrong, Black Adam. You're being a sinner, you're being sinful, and that's not right. I said, bring it on. well, then you would also be guilty of being sinful, guilty of being unlawful. You seem to think, my good fellow, that somehow you are neither evil or good. First off, I don't care if I'm sinful and unlawful. I don't care. I will get my hands on Overman, or Kent Clark, or whatever he's calling himself, and I'm going to beat the shit out of him. You know, he thinks he's so cool and everything because he flies around and does all these cool shit. Well, I can do it too. Well, yes, we do know that. But you, my good friend, are never going to get any onlook or from anyone for the way you've been behaving. Does it look like, Gene Okerlund, that I care about anyone's onlook? Do you think I care if anyone guilts me or shames me for any of the sinful, unlawful things I have done? You don't know how it is to be a over-good doer. No, I don't know how it is to be a over-good doer. But I do know one thing. You should always try to do good. And if you make a mistake or a mishap, you should learn from that mistake and mishap and not do it again. And you should always ask God and Jesus to forgive you for your mistakes and mishaps and sins. Just like you would wish folks would forgive you for, you should ask God and Jesus to forgive you for your mistakes, your mishaps, and your sins. Yeah, here we go again with that shit. Well, looks like Black Adam apparently still thinks that he is greater than everyone else and should not be doomed or shamed or guilted for his sins or misdeeds. Back to you, Corey Graves. Well, thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Black Adam here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And it looks like it's all the time we got it for Friday Night Smackdown. I, Corey Graves, Luna, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram Through.